It's the 2023 season finale here at Phoenix Raceway for the Pichu London Cup Series. 4 drivers remain in the fight for the championship: Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Truex Jr., and Ross Chastain. Kevin Harvick running a special paint scheme today as this is his final race as a full-time driver. He is going to run part-time next season in a couple races here in the PLCS, but it's unknown which races he'll be running in the next season. Zane Smith running a special paint scheme in the number 71 car. Yes, I did say 71. That's the number he'll be driving in with Trackhouse next season when he goes to full-time Cup Series racing. Zane Smith did pretty well in the Truck Series, and now he's going to Cup Series next year. He's getting his first taste of Cup Series action in a special 5 Nights at Freddy's paint scheme for this race. As I mentioned earlier, 4 drivers are fighting for the championship: Truex, Chastain, Larson, and Hamlin all worked their way up to the front, and now Truex is going to go for the race lead early on the pole setter William Byron. Byron not in the playoffs, but trying everything he can to get at least another victory before the season comes to an end. But Truex is going to go get him on the bottom line of the track as Truex takes the lead and is now in front of the championship 4 competitors. Stage 1 would go caution-free as Truex Jr. would dominate the rest of the first stage, and he took home the stage win. No stage points were awarded due to limitations, but it wouldn't matter anyway because the highest finisher of the 4 remaining drivers in this race will be the champion anyway, so it's not like it matters. But anyway, Truex comes off pit road first as they take their pit stops before the start of stage number 2. But Chris Buescher gets a better jump on the outside as the 17 car takes the lead from the number 19. And Chris Buescher wants to end this season with a win. Goes down the low line and he takes the lead away from Truex. And Chris Buescher is now out in front as Truex Jr. is trying to get back to the bottom. The 19 does find the bottom lane. He's going to try to pick up the positions he lost on that last restart. Truex was the champion last season. He's going to try to repeat here at Phoenix. Truex Jr. has been one of the most consistent drivers year in and year out. He's going to try to wrap up a season with another championship under his belt. Meanwhile, the leaders face lap traffic and the 17 gets by the 29 as he puts Ron Hornaday a lap down. The 29 of Ron Hornaday running in this one race only as a tribute to Kevin Harvick as he's retiring from full-time racing after this season. Ron Hornaday, a close friend of Kevin Harvick, he used to run his truck team, and now Hornaday going to do a one-off in tribute to the career of Kevin Harvick, and then the same number that made him famous in his early part of his Cup Series run. And now a caution comes out. The 77 car Ty Dillon goes up in smoke. He misses pit road, so he's going to have to go around the long way after his engine blows up. And now he gets in front of the traffic. The 16 hits him into the wall, and Ty Dillon goes slow, and he stalls onto the track. Another car hits him from behind. That's Tyler Reddick that hit him from behind. 77 stalls. Bowman had a little bit of a scrape there, but he's able to get on the pit road before the leaders were able to hit him. And now on the restart, Christopher Bell gets a good run on the outside. He takes the lead from the 17 of Chris Buescher, and Christopher Bell takes the lead. But now William Byron catches up to the 20, and he's going to try to go out in front from pole position. Byron takes the lead away from Christopher Bell, and Byron's trying to win from the pole. He's missed the playoffs again. He's trying to go out on top. Meanwhile, in the fight for the championship 4 drivers, Ross Chastain trying to get by the 11 of Denny Hamlin. Chastain to the bottom. He is the only one of the 4 that has not won a championship in the PLCS. Chastain trying to win his first of many titles in that number 1 car. And now the 99, his teammate goes around. Daniel Suarez spun by Tyler Reddick to bring out the caution in the middle of stage 2. It's been a tough season for Daniel Suarez, but it's just not the way that he wanted to end it, as he gets hit from behind by the 45 to bring out the caution. Another restart. Truex Jr. was able to get out in front off pit road during cautions, and on the restart he was able to keep that lead. And now Larson is trying to gain ground on the championship 4 competitors. He has just been struggling all day trying to find the speed, and it's going to have to take a miracle for the 5 car to be impactful here in this race as the 12 car spins behind him. Ryan Blaney gets turned around trying to get by Daniel Suarez. That'll bring out the caution to end stage number 2. Larson hoping to turn things around in stage 3, but the caution came out. for the 12 car getting turned around as he spins, is trying to get by Daniel Suarez, but he gets turned to bring out the caution to end stage 2 early. William Byron was able to hold off the pack and win stage number 2. Was able to hold off a Championship 4 competitor in Truex, although points are not given as I mentioned earlier. But still a big momentum heading into this third and final stage here at Phoenix. And now William Byron to the bottom, trying to hang on to the lead on the 19 car. A 3-wide battle right behind him as Chastain trying to cut through the middle. Now he's on the outside lane. Here comes Larson to the bottom. He's going to try to make the most of his opportunity of drafting as the 5 car goes to the bottom lane and tries to make the move on Ross Chastain. Larson going to the dog leg now, trying to clear the 1, and Larson still now the second highest championship for driver running in the field. Larson trying to hang on to the position. They're 3 wide behind him. Chastain trying to stay out of the wall here, and now Larson gets by, and he's going to try to pass the 23 of Bubba Wallace. And now the 5 car goes to the bottom trying to hang on, and he knows he's got to catch up to Truex as the 19 has been the dominant car of the day here among the drivers in contention for the championship. The 5 though gets by, and now Chastain stuck on the outside, and now Stenhouse had to back off a bit. He tries not to spin the 1 car. He knows the 1 is still in championship contention. The 12 car going by the 1 though, he's trying to come from behind after getting spun earlier in the race. And now Chastain goes to the bottom of Kyle Larson and takes the position away, and now his eyes are set on the 19 car. Chastain goes to the bottom trying to clear Larson into turn 4, and he does, exiting the corner. Chastain though trying to get his first championship in the PLCS. He's got a lot of cars in front of him that he's got to pass. Denny Hamlin, though, is going to get by Kyle Larson, and now Larson's momentum has all but evaporated. And now Larson's struggling to find the speed again in stage number 3 as Hamlin's trying to clear the 5. The 5 does get a run on the outside there, exiting the corner, but Denny Hamlin's going to clear him heading into the dog leg. The 11 car Denny Hamlin is going to go in front of the 5 car, and now the 5 is going to have to pick up the pieces again if he wants to compete for the championship. Denny Hamlin goes to the bottom. In this universe, he is already a PLCS champion, just a heads up. But Hamlin's going for another title here today. But Larson trying to fight back on Hamlin in the 11. This is for the third position among the Championship 4 drivers, but they're still racing pretty hard. Anything can happen with the 2 in front of them as the 5 car goes below and tries to clear Hamlin, and does. And Kevin Harvick helps him out a little bit on that aero push. But the caution would come out with less than 50 laps to go as Carson Hocevar tried to get onto pit road but hits the barrels instead. I guess there was a steering issue on that 42 car, and Hocevar hits the barrels and brings out the caution. There were drivers coming to pit road before the caution came out, but Hocevar just wasn't able to steer onto pit road and hits the barriers, and caution would come out and another restart. And now Martin Truex Jr. goes to the top line trying to hang on, but William Byron gets a run on the inside. And now the 24 takes the lead from the number 19 car as he's slowing down and has a problem and has to enter pit road. And now there's a wreck behind him as Kyle Busch spins around, and the 19 has a problem. He was the dominant car of the Championship 4 competitors and slows up after the restart and causes a crash, and the 8 car spins to bring out the caution, and the 19 has to go to pit road. A heartbreaker for the 19 car. Martin Truex Jr. was running up front all day, and he loses the spot, and now he's out of contention for the championship. How unfortunate for that 19. He will not go back-to-back in terms of being a champion. Here comes Chastain on the restart. He gets a good run on the bottom lane and is able to take the position from Kyle Larson. And now Chastain is the highest running driver in the Championship 4 right now. Less than 40 laps to go. Chastain trying to hang on over Kyle Larson. Larson gets pushed on the outside. Hamlin's just far back. And now Chastain gets by in almost a 3-wide battle. Little contact there with the 4, but is able to continue the race and is going to the bottom of the number 4 and 34 as Chastain is now the driver to beat here in Phoenix. as he's trying to hang on to win his first championship in the PLCS. Now goes to the bottom, into the dogland, clears everybody. But another caution would come out with less than 20 to go. Kyle Busch, who spun earlier, blows his engine and stalls onto the racetrack. He also misses his pit road entry. And this is the same thing that happened to Ty Dillon earlier in the race. And now the leaders are approaching. One of them made contact. Bell nearly spun out there and causes a traffic jam right in front of him. And now everyone's gone crazy now, and they're trying to avoid the 8 as much as they can. Ty Gibbs hits him as well, but thankfully no harm, no foul apparently, as the drivers are still running out in front. With less than 15 to go now, Chastain in the middle now, almost a 3-wide sandwich there. 41 car goes to the bottom. Chastain is in the middle, and Stenhouse is on the outside, but Chastain able to move down low into the top 5. He doesn't have to win the race. He just has to be the highest finisher among the 4 championship drivers in contention for the title. And another spin with less than 12 to go now. The 45 gets turned around. Tyler Reddick has just had a day. I mean, being involved in so many miscues there. And it was just a TIE Fighter being beaten around left and right. But under 10 laps to go, Christopher Bell takes the lead from William Byron on the restart. Chris Buescher on the bottom now, and Ross Chastain in the top 5, still the driver to beat in the championship 4. Chastain trying to hang on, but he knows that he doesn't have to win the title. But now the 17 goes to the bottom to take the lead from Christopher Bell, as Buescher is trying to win another one before the season ends, and now Buescher goes to the bottom and clears Christopher Bell. But William Byron fast approaching as Chastain gets forced on the outside by Ryan Preece. Chastain, though, trying to hang on for dear life. He knows that Larson and Hamlin might take the opportunity to pass him in less than 5 to go. He's got to hold on here and got to keep the speed and hope the car does not go up in smoke. Just a handful of laps remaining. Here comes Christopher Bell for the lead on Chris Buescher. Bell battling it out with the 17 and 24. Those 3 have been the ones to beat in this race. And while they're not in the championship 4, they're sure racing like they are, as the 20 is trying to hang on and win this race for the final time in 2023. The white flag waves in this season with one more lap in the mock season of 2023. Ross Chastain in 4th position. All he has to do is hang on for one final lap and he'll be your champion. What a journey it's been for Ross Chastain, going from raising watermelons in Florida all the way to becoming a potential PLCS champion. Well, no longer potential, he is going to be now a PLCS champion, as Christopher Bell wins the season finale at Phoenix, and Ross Chastain is your 2023 champion of the Pichu London Cup Series. What a season's been for Ross Chastain, a well-deserved championship run for the one team, and Chastain's hoping for more next year, as the one of Ross Chastain is your 2023 champion. From all of us at Pichu London, we will see you guys next season, and we hope everyone has a happy new year and happy holidays. Until then, we will see you later.